What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Renard Woods here. Thank you for tuning in. And you already see the description. What we're reviewing today, we're reviewing some crazy, crazy headphones. Sony Xm6s. Now, you don't want to miss this review. I've been having it for the last like 3 weeks. Super, super fire. Sony is touting these as the #1 ANC noise cancellation headphones on the planet Earth. And I'm just keep it simple. I agree. You can't, no ifs and buts. These are the best in the world right now. The tech in these are amazing. They have everything that you need, especially for a Bluetooth headphone, to enjoy them and to be happy. Trust me, the audio, everything top notch, perfect. And they are on sale right now, I believe, on Amazon. Depending on when I actually post this, because sometimes I'll be late, but I'll post it way later. But I think they're on sale for like $430. Normal price is $450. But okay. And just to let you guys know, this has to be, this is a fashion channel. We're gonna talk about some tech, but this tech still has to be fashionable. And as you can see, they fire. You know what I'm saying? Look good. You see, I got the silver version. Had to do a little bit different because, pretty much all I wear is black. So I need something, that has a little bit of contrast and, stick out a little bit. So you let them do that, clean. Now, in this review, we're going to talk about, obviously, the audio. We're going to talk about the comfort. We're going to talk about the obviously the ANC and the noise cancellation, transparency mode. We're gonna talk about everything, and obviously we're gonna talk about how it looks. The fashion side of it, and I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Tons of reviews out there. This is just from more like a fashionable guy, but also you could say kind of like audiophile. I do have, Sennheisers and all the decks and all that. I do enjoy hi-fi quality music, and I do know the difference, and I do have that experience. Actually, the first review of this channel, I reviewed headphones. It was some Hard Carton headphones. I forgot the exact one, so I might put it up here somewhere or something. Those I don't know was quite hi-fi. It was more consumer-based headphones, just like these. But I think that consumer headphones of today, they're easily blending with hi-fi equipment at this moment. And we know obviously that hi-fi that can go up to thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands. So this is for equipment, but I think that with the tech today, definitely blending the lines between, lower price items and those higher price hi-fi items. It all sounds amazing. Now let's get started. First, we're gonna get to the audio. I know a lot of people just want to know about the audio. Now the audio for these is wonderful. I think specifically if you read on like Reddit and you read in so people think they sound a little muddy, and I agree when you first get them. They do sound slightly muddy, and that may be just because it's a brand new product, and they're making probably like hundreds of thousands of these, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of these. So obviously, we know there's no break-in period that they're doing with these headphones. Now, some people may not believe it's break-in is a myth and it's not a real thing, and it's just your brain. Understood. Okay, I understand where you coming from on that. But I do personally have experienced audio sounding completely different from when I first listened, right? And I already know my brain is not going to adjust right away, and I sit them there and let them break in. Put music on, let them break in, and then I put them back on. Some instances, night and day. So I do think the drivers moving, going back and forth, does change the audio, and I think these need a good break-in period. I first connected these to my iPhone using AAC codec, which is a lower bitrate codec, but Apple does do a great job in making sure that the AAC still sounds great. But when I first listen to them on Sony's, they sound a little muddy. I did connect it to my Android, which these have LDAC codec, which is a higher res codec for higher bitrate music over Bluetooth. Now that sounded much better right away. So I listened to it mostly on Android just because I actually enjoyed the audio from that for a while. But then I went and connected back to my iPhone to kind of see the vibes, and just in general, I think I was just out and about, wanting to connect because my iPhone is my daily driver. This bad boy here. So just connected it. And I'm like, whoa. And this is after the break-in period. These sound really good. So right now I'm connected to my iPhone right now and I'm listening to music right now. And they sound amazing. So I think after a good break-in period using iPhone AC, they're going to sound amazing. Now, one thing I think people aren't clear on is does these support Dolby Atmos? And I believe they actually do support Dolby Atmos. So if you do play music, you will have to go into your settings and put it into always on for Dolby Atmos. Then it'll play on the tracks that's reported within Dolby Atmos, and they sound pretty good on these. It is a difference, a little bit lower sound, but I think the mids get a little bit more pronounced. And then I don't feel as though the soundstage widens that much, to be honest. But it is a different sound, so you just have to experience that for yourself. I almost feel like Dolby Atmos has something, it makes it probably a higher bit rate in some ways. I'm not sure about that, but that's what it sounds to my ears. I may be totally wrong, or it's just the way that whatever. But it does sound a bit better in some certain songs. The stereo sounds amazing on these. These again are, I would say, more of a balanced sound quality, sound stage or whatever. Pretty balanced. They do have a little bit, what people would consider a little bit of boomy sound, and some rumble to the bass, which I think most people they will enjoy. If you don't, they do have an 10-band equalizer on the app that you can go in and adjust and bring that down. But in general, I think for hip hop fans, bass ain't crazy at all, and just for people in general, the bass is pretty neutral. For audiophiles, they may think the bass a little bit more than they like. Again, they can put those down. But I think for everyday consumers, what these are made for, they will enjoy the bass and probably want to amp up the bass a little bit, which you could go in and it does have a bass booster equalizer, like already preset in here. And if you want a little bit more bass, you can get a little more bass. So yeah, I think these are great for audio. Just under or just like mid-fi, hi-fi audio sound crisp, clean, after breaking period. Initially, not so great. It still sounds good, but after breaking, fire, really good, clear audio. And I do have other equipment that I could compare these with that is hi-fi, and it's pretty up to par. You sound like almost like studio reference grade to a degree. But yeah, sound very good. Now, some of the tech in these are full of tech, and I'm gonna miss some of it, but so this has a touchpad in here. You can swipe to go to the next song, swipe back to go to the previous song. You can double tap to play and pause and stuff like that. You can swipe up to raise the audio volume. So you swipe down, put it down. What else? Let's see what else. And this is very convenient. It's a button right here. You can go through and toggle through the noise cancellation, the transparency mode, and off, just normal. It's super convenient. Which is even more convenient. You can press this here, and it just goes straight to transparency mode. So if someone's talking, you can hear them right away. So you don't have to take your headphones off. You can talk to whoever you talking to. So you got your girl, you know what I'm saying? You're going, but typically you go, yeah, I know y'all know. Y'all get a lot of that like that. Can you hear me? These can help out a little bit. So as soon as you see her talking, just use this to show how to keep repeating yourself. Now, also, it does have a feature in there where if it hears you speak, it'll automatically just cut the audio down, which is nice too. But that can be a little tricky because if you're out and about or you are kind of in a noisy environment, kind of go in and out. It's by hearing voices and stuff. So you might have things something you like prepare for. I think that's more case by case scenario. So like if you're in the office or something and it's more a controlled environment where not all these people around, maybe you got like your assistant or a coworker come pop in your office or something and it's just kind of minimal people around, that may work. But if you're like in a noisy environment, it's not the greatest experience. So, and that's probably so Sony knew that and that's what they made that feature for. So you have that, and then plenty of more features. You can go on the app and check out, and it's pretty cool. I think Sony is probably going to just keep tuning everything up and making things better. But my experience, pretty good tech. This works. You would think that's kind of gimmicky at first, but it actually works really, really well. It's smooth and clean. I think they um, did well, making sure this is good. So yeah, enjoy. Um, all right. So next would be comfort. Comfort, pretty solid. Not the most comfortable, but very comfortable. Super light. Um, and I think over time they'll just get more and more comfortable. These are made the pad. Your cups are made out of I think like a synthetic uh, leather, which is like soft, adjustable leather, or it's not the term, but leather that kind of confirms to your head or to whatever, right? And then the band is also made out of the same similar material, so it kind of just adjusts to kind of just adjust to your head. It's really nice. Cutting force is pretty good. I think it's just good enough, especially when you get it. It's a little bit tighter than probably like, but it will adjust. I think that's what you want rather than you. So I think it's a good medium. And, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Calls. Calls is pretty fire. Um. Well, let's get into calls. Call quality. I didn't have not one issue with. So talk to my girl, talk to whoever, everything, anybody calls perfect. No problems there. And I can obviously hear them pretty quickly. Now this also has, I believe, it compares it to two products simultaneously, which is nice. So if you have like a computer, you got your phone, whatever you're playing, it'll can automatically kind of go back and forth. So that's pretty nice. Works well. Now also I need to detail this, but they support LDEC, AAC, no app decks. So those are the two kind of main, or I think SBC as well. And they sound great and all, but I would say LDEC is going to be your best option. That's the highest bit rate. And I think these are really meant for it, but they still do great AAC. And if you're new AAC and you first listen to these, please give some time to break in. They're gonna adjust and sound nice. Trust me. Again, you can use Dolby Atmos. Okay. This is the case. The case is pretty good. It's like a soft, saying, fabric material, and it comes with just like magnetic, saying, strapping, solid. Now, I think other reviews kind of mentioned this, that you kind of almost have to put them in perfectly. These do fold, or you can put them in there. You almost got to put them in a little bit like perfect to get them to fit in. And it's kind of finicky. It hasn't been like a perfect science to me. Taking them in and out. Yeah, I know they made the magnet to where it just was a little bit more, um, just quicker in and out. But the fact that you got to put in, you got to squeeze them in perfectly to actually get them in there, kind of defeats the perfect as day, and it's almost like you would just grab the zipper or you just kind of pull them in there without having to do all that adjustment. But what it is, bro. Still nice case. Happy it comes with a case. This comes with USB-C to USB-A, and it also comes with 3.5 millimeter adapter cable. That's coming with a 3.5 cable as well. And you can play these 3.5 to 3.5. Now, obviously, it's passive audio. It's just not as good as the Bluetooth. You just keep it 100. I have to even play it on my high res deck, and sounds good still, but Bluetooth is really good. Um, so yeah. Yeah. So okay, so let's look into the style of them, man. You can see I think the vibes of them. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a minimal looks. You know, we all about minimalism on this channel. You feel me? Absolutely fire. And you can see they do fit well with the glasses. I feel comfortable wearing with the glasses. It feel good, nice and comfy. Um, and the whole time I've been playing music, bro. Whole time, and noise cancellation on, so I can barely hear myself. But they sound good, sound great, look good. The big reason why I got these was for the look, actually. And I got them in this particular color. Could have went with black, but I already wear a lot of black. Wanted a different vibe and some contrast. It's the silver colorway, fire. Now, I did say I was gonna talk about the ANC. Let's just keep it. That's pretty simple. You ain't got to go too complicated. This is the world's best ANC you could possibly get on the planet Earth. You can barely hear anything when wearing these top notch. I've been driving a car with these everywhere. Pretty much can't hear anything. You can't get better on the planet than these at the moment. I do have the Bowers and Wilkins. I just got those in the PX8s, I believe. The PX8s, I believe it's PX8s. Oh, yeah, I got the PX8s in, Bowers and Wilkins. And with noise cancellation on those, I would say about I'm gonna do a comparison, straight up comparison. It's probably about 90% of what the Sonys could do. Okay. This gives you about 10% more ANC. You hear nothing. It's fire, bro. Solid. And then the transparency mode is pretty good as well. Sounds very natural. Really good. Now, with noise cancellation on these and previous and older noise cancellation, you kind of feel sucking. You hear probably some type of you feel like a sucking mode or something, and you might hear like some type of hiss in the background. And he's a beautiful, top notch. Good job, Sony. A1 for sure. Um, yeah, these are very refined headphones. You can quickly kind of understand that in every single way. Um, yeah. Now, people may be asking, can you work out with these? And I would suggest if not to work out with close to $500 headphones, but if you are gonna work out and choose to work out with these, and they're not specifically built for working out, meaning like water resistance stuff like that, I would say definitely wherever you buy them from, get an extended warranty for physical damage. First thing you should do. Got mine from Amazon. I got a 3-year warranty on them for any physical issues, anything like that. So if I do intend to work out with them, I have some protection there. Also, I did pick up the what are the names of them? I think I got it here. Somebody wants to here. Go get it. If you plan, I just gotta now. If you plan on working out with these, get the what is this? The Wicked cushions. All right, pick these up, and these will give you some protection on the headphones. I'll take them out so you can kind of take a look at them, see how they look. That's the vibes, and they do come in the color. They do come in the same exact color as these, as the headphones, and you just put them in. Super simple installation, and these are supposed to protect the headphones from water and from sweat, stuff like that, and from obviously too. And yeah, definitely get these, man. If you trying to go to the gym, workout, or just any workout you want to use them, have some extra protection on them. Again, these are called the Wicked cushions, and these will work well for you. I did try them out. I go to Gold's Gym, which I'm excited. I've been part of. I just got part of Gold's Gym in Beverly Center, which is a new one that's actually opening up on July 14th. And that's supposed to kind of be like in comparison to Equinox, something like that. I might give y'all some information on that once I start going. I have been to Equinox. If you're a gym going person, let me know in the comments if that's something you want to hear from me or whatever. I kind of give you a comparison. So again, it's supposed to be a newer tier Gold's Gym that compares to Equinox and quality and experience and stuff like that. Obviously, it's much lower price at the moment. They will continue to go up steadily the more that they're, the more membership is there. So if you do want to attend, you can hit me up and I give you a recommendation, not a recommendation, but a referral. And the referrals, I think it is some kind of discount situation there for either person or me. I don't know the details there, but definitely hit me up if you're interested, if you're in the LA area, and I'll get you that reference, a referral, and get that situated. But yeah, definitely if you're gonna hit the gym, these are something to definitely take a look at. I just got my gym membership. Birthday is July 25th, the same day Bully is coming out, which isn't that crazy? So I just wanted to make sure I start my birthday year, birthday in general, good, working out, healthy, focus as much as possible. So yeah, and just my experience in the gym with them thus far, they were good. They're comfortable. Do I feel like moving forward? Do I feel comfortable wearing them in the gym? If they're comfortable, but I don't necessarily feel comfortable feeling like that is the space for these headphones. And I only say that because, you know, sound amazing, high quality, noise cancellation, all the great stuff. I think I want to reserve, all the goodness for moments where, I can't mess them up. Like gym, I think you can easily, just over sweat, and I'm an over sweater, or like knock them against stuff. And just kind of degrade the quality of them relatively quickly, so you can see what color I have. I just don't want to continue staying them up. I want to kind of keep them, just stationed somewhere, when I'm taking a flight, when I need, trying to mess them up. Simple, right? Um, but yeah, other than that, that's the review. Anything I missed, please leave in a comment if you want to know more about. Again, audio, top notch, not the very, very best you will ever hear ever, but definitely like studio, almost hi-fi level audio. Definitely kind of studio grade, nice, clean, balanced sound in my opinion. A little bit mid for it, which is nice. That's what I actually like. And looking at other reviews, that was the reason why I actually want to try these out. They work well. It's that simple. So vocals sound great. Does support Dolby Atmos. So you're an iPhone user, does work on that. Also LDAC for Android users. Fire, you will hear a difference in audio quality, but eventually, again, once you break them in, they pretty much almost sound very similar. Sound amazing in audio quality. Features, tech features, amazing, top notch. Probably the most technically sound Bluetooth headphone on the market at the moment. You have the touchpad here, amazing, works really well, doesn't feel gimmicky at all. It does exactly pretty much what you wanted to do. The button here on the left side, you can toggle through the noise cancellation, the transparency mode, super convenient. Also, you can just press the button, the pad here, you can clearly hear everything. Super quick. Great job on that. Again, ANC, world class, leading, simple as that. Best in the class at the moment. Style fits my style, and I think if you are a minimalist, you would agree. And very beautiful minimalist looks, vibes. Again, I would recommend silver ones. Best color, but it does come with black and blue colorway at the moment. Fire. All right. Fits well with glasses. I do recommend them in the gym. If you you just have to have over it. You can have it in the gym, but again, I recommend you getting a protection plan and get the wicks. You know what I'm saying? The wick cushions. Feel me? These are like $20 on Amazon. You can find that on Amazon. And I will be doing a review of with these and the PX8s. Just give you, the differences there. It's pretty much it. Case solid. You have to do some adjustments to get in there, but I think maybe once you get that kind of understood, eventually it'll probably be more convenient. Small case, very portable. A1. Yeah, and that's my quick review. Yeah, it's that simple, y'all. It's that simple. That easy. You know what I mean? Definitely follow me on social media. On Instagram, that's Bernard Woods. See our logo. That's your boy. Subscribe to the channel. Show you all some love. It's just a fashion, easy channel for the most part, but we're gonna definitely do some tech reviews, as you can see, and just expand and I'll give you guys some information I think will be good for you. Continue to develop your spirit. If you have any questions around that, you can definitely hit me up. This is the moment where consciousness on the planet is rising in the awareness of God and the laws and regulations, and God's kingdom is being established on this planet. Please, if you want to know more information about that, you can definitely tap in with me on that as well. But yeah, God bless you. It's your boy Bernard Woods.